End of the prep softball season is only a couple of weeks away, and it's been a long and grueling one for many of the Lady Bison at Great Falls High. Whether it be the trials and tribulations of the teenage years, the drama of high school, or simply the arduous journey through life itself. One Lady Bison is utilizing her teammates and the game in memory of her father.
Hey, good inning, Bison, let's go now!
Lacey Bushong burst onto the Montana fast pitch scene in April, her varsity debut delivering 26 strikeouts in 16 innings.
Having her throw the way she did was just an added bonus for us.
Her promotion from the junior varsity came earlier than expected, but the performance of the freshman has proven it was sheer inevitability, establishing herself as the ace of the pitching staff.
She's a good kid. She's a tough kid. She's a hard worker, very strong. She's a competitor out there, and I like to watch her compete because when you give her the ball, she does. She goes out there and competes hard.
The motivation for her striking success, not surprisingly, comes from her father, David.
Her and David had a special connection with softball. He was the one that would go out in the backyard and catch for her. And, bruised up his shins and took some balls to the face.
David succumbed to cancer on March 30th, 2 days after the Bushong family returned home from Walt Disney World, a gift from the Make-A-Wish Foundation. There was a time at the midway point of their 4-day trip to Walt Disney World when David needed a blood transfusion. So the family gathered around his hospital bed, knowing full well that the end of his 3-year battle with cancer was nearing. Lacey, the oldest of 3, decided to open up to her mother and said, "Mom, Dad told me that once he passes, all I need to do to talk to him was pick up a softball." And it was at that point that softball became more than a game to Lacey. It became her coping exercise.
Our family's been through a lot, but we gotta stick together. It's hard.
Bison softball was well represented at his funeral. All of her teammates attended in uniform.
I think she knows that we're kind of like a second family to her and that we're always going to be there for her, and we're proud of her no matter what. So she's really came through for us, and we appreciate it.
She's come through with a lot more, a great attitude and a constant smile.
It doesn't sound like it's hard to keep her in a positive state.
No, she's very happy, and I'm relieved for that. It's nice to have a pitcher that, is out there smiling at you.
It just lightens up the whole team, in the whole atmosphere and everything. It's a lot more fun when everyone's laughing and having fun.
So it's not hard to believe she's accomplished as much as she has at such a young age while dealing with such adversity.
It just gave me more drive to do better for him. I think about him every 5 seconds. I'm just like, all right, he's not here. He's kind of here, but he's not.
And there's no doubt the daughter of a reverend feels his presence, and she's living by his 2 most important lessons.
He said, treat everyone like how you want to be treated.
David always told her was, Lacey, you work hard, you'll get your shot.
Describe how proud he would be.
He would be really proud. He'd be sitting over there, just be like, oh my God, she's doing so good, that's my girl.
And while it is only coincidental, she does wear his memory on her back every time she puts on the Bison blue, her number 25, the reverse of her father's age when he died. Bushong took both losses in the doubleheader with Butte today, drops her record of 4-7, but she is still averaging nearly 10 strikeouts per game.